recruiting going very well. I'm just taking everything in still, not trying to make no decisions, no talks or everything. I'm just taking everything in, just getting to know the coaches and the players more.
Okay. Do you have like a group of favorites, like a top 3 or top 5 or anything like that right now?
No, sir.
Okay. Is Auburn and Alabama, are they still after you harder than any other school?
Yes, sir. I think Auburn, they after me a lot. Jeremy, he texts me a lot. We talk a lot. He just tells me about the Auburn defense, and I went up there and visited the game this season. The atmosphere was great and everything. I enjoyed myself.
What game were you at?
Auburn versus the first game. Auburn versus Arkansas.
Okay. Are you planning on going to any more Auburn games this year?
Yes, sir. Auburn, LSU. I'm going to Alabama, and I know it's next week.
Okay. Next weekend is LSU.
Yeah, yes, sir. Alabama, LSU.
Okay. What about Alabama? What are you hearing from them?
Alabama, their defense is real good. They make a lot of plays. They miss a lot of plays too. So they played pretty good. The game that I went to, they played pretty good. Blake Sims threw for 400 and something yards.
So you were there last week?
Yes, sir. He played pretty good. They played good Bama ball.
Well, I know that you got a former teammate at Auburn and one at Alabama. What is Sean Dion Hamilton telling you about Alabama?
Sean, he always talk about the academics. He's not really into the football. He always telling me about my grades, making sure my GPA stays up, and just after that, it's then football. He told me they practice hard, they work hard, so I'm gonna have to prepare myself for it.
Is he a player that you kind of looked up to while you were here at Carver?
Yes, I still do.
Yeah. Okay, I know that he was here tonight. Did he say anything to you tonight?
Yes, he was just telling me keep my head up, stay focused, and he was like, still got a whole nother half to play, and I did it. I just kept trying to keep my team up and just finish the game.
Well, you mentioned some of the Auburn games you're going to. What about Alabama or any other Alabama games this year?
Yes, sir. I don't know right off back, but I'm attending another Alabama game.
Okay. Outside of those 2 schools, who else is kind of who are you hearing from a lot these days?
Florida, they've been sending me a lot of mail. I haven't really contacted them yet, but I'm supposed to talk to them soon or take a visit soon, but that's it.
Okay. And do you have any ideas to when you want to make a decision? I know obviously you say you don't want to rush it because you still got a few years left.
Senior year somewhere.
Okay. It's going well. He's been a great leader for us, making some plays for us. He's really progressed, from last year. Last year playing linebacker position was kind of new to him. You can see him now just settling down, and he's a very smart kid. He's able to diagnose plays, and he understands what offense is trying to do to him, and he's just flying around. And like I said, other than tonight, we've been playing pretty good defense, and we just got to go back to the drawing board and get it going.
He was telling me a little bit about Sean Dion Hamilton and how he kind of looks up to him. Do they have a pretty good relationship?
Oh yeah, they have a great relationship. They talk every day. If Lyndell does something, I kind of tell Hamilton, hey Hamilton, you make sure you talk to him, and as he looks up to him, Hamilton's still a leader, for him. He looks up to him as a big brother, so they have a great relationship.
How do they compare as linebackers?
Totally different. Hamilton is a downhill type guy, real big linebacker, and one thing about Lyndell, he's very athletic, freakish athletic kid, and he can do so much he can play all linebacker positions, even inside or outside, and like I said, both of them really intelligent, both of them maybe diagnose plays, those are the similarities, but you got a very athletic guy, then you got a big guy that can play down here, that can run a little bit also.
Obviously Auburn and Alabama are after him pretty hard. He's one of the top rated 2016 prospects. That's a little bit down the road, but where do you see his potential this season and next season for
I don't know, as far as he's really taking the recruiting thing real slow right now, I guess. I think in the spring he'll speed it up and really start narrowing it down. Like I said, he's just enjoying it. One thing about being recruited, just enjoy the recruiting process, and he's doing that so far, and right now he just want to focus on the season and continue to grow and develop as a football player, and then all those colleges and all those things are kind of pan out in the future.
He mentioned Jeremy as well over at Auburn, and how they're kind of both talking to him about their respective schools. What is their relationship like?
It's pretty good. He really didn't get the opportunity to play with Jeremy, but of course if you're in Montgomery, Jeremy Johnson, and they have a pretty good relationship. So it's one of those things. Alabama, Auburn, and all guys from this region want to play in the SEC. So you just kind of see how it plans out and see biggest thing relationship with the coaches and get that good feel on campus.